alternatives to Acqua di Gio. Some people love Acqua di Gio, and some people think it's too mainstream or too much of this or too much of that. The thing about Acqua di Gio is that it's a really great, fresh, herbal, citrusy, beachy sort of fragrance. But if you want something a bit different, I have some recommendations for you. So I'll start with one that I think is probably the most similar, which is Invictus by Paco Rabanne. So I think this is similar, very similar to Acqua di Gio because it's pretty much the same thing. You got those aquatic notes, you got the green notes, herbal, just fresh citrus, crisp, clean, kind of summer, spring sort of thing. So that's what you're gonna get if you get Invictus. Invictus is currently, I would say, more popular than Acqua di Gio because it's more modern. Acqua di Gio came out, I think, in the early 90s. So this is definitely a more modern option if you want to stay hip and fresh, I suppose. But this is definitely a good choice. Probably the same longevity as Acqua di Gio, moderate projection. Very nice for a hot summer day if you just want to freshen up, have something nice and crisp and clean on you. Then, I would say if you want something stronger, because Invictus isn't terribly long-lasting, you could go for Versace Dylan Blue. This is a little bit heavier than Acqua di Gio because it has tonka bean. It has incense, but I don't count it because I don't smell incense. It's a lost note. It also has a little bit of black pepper and some wood notes. However, the way it connects with Acqua di Gio is that it has bergamot, grapefruit, aquatic notes, some green notes. Overall, it's a very fresh and crisp, summery fragrance, especially with those aquatic notes. So, but because of those heavier notes like the tonka bean, it's going to last longer, which I think is a big bonus. Especially because Acqua di Gio is as nice as it is, it's not very long lasting. So definitely Dylan Blue is a nice little departure. It's still very, very similar, but different enough to be unique, to be long lasting, and of course modern. It's a very modern fragrance. Then, one that, well, actually it is very similar to Acqua di Gio. This is Voyage Delmis. This is a unisex fragrance, and you can get an idea of how fresh and watery and clean it is from this horse galloping across the water with a white dove or something following behind it. This is very nice for its citrus notes and its green notes. My main problem with it is that it's really not long-lasting at all. I would say it's actually less long-lasting than Acqua di Gio, which is not great. It's still really nice for just spritz on yourself when you're sweating and it's too hot out. But if you want something to last all day and not just an hour or two, this probably won't be the best answer. But if you just like the smell and you don't care too much about the longevity, this is fine. Plus, Hermès is a very nice French brand, so. Then, Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. Not this one specifically, because this is for women. Get the men's version if you want a nice masculine alternative. Men's version of Light Blue is pretty much the same actually as the feminine version, just a little bit more oomph, I suppose. Very crisp, citrusy, aquatic. It reminds me always of just the summer, or you're at like a lemon grove somewhere, or by the beach. It's just fresh. No one hates light blue. Actually, everyone loves light blue. So you can't go wrong with it. It's just a good, if you can't think of anything else to wear, just wear light blue. It'll be fine. And again, as with all of these, perfect for freshening up. If you can't take the heat anymore, just wear light blue. Then, one of my personal favorites is Terre d'Hermès, Eau Givrée specifically. This is probably the most different from Acqua di Gio, and the fact that it's not really an aquatic, citrusy sort of, well, so the main note here is juniper berries. However, it also has some like icy notes. So the main thing with that, it is still super refreshing. I would argue it's more refreshing than any of the other fragrances on this list because it's just so crisp and clean, but it also has that naturalness of the juniper. So definitely unique. If you want something to stand out, you could try this. I would also argue, because it's an eau de parfum, it's probably longer lasting than all of those except for Dylan Blue, because Dylan Blue is very long lasting. So this is definitely a good alternative if you still want something refreshing, light, crisp, and clean, but just a little bit different than kind of Acqua di Gio's base notes, because you still get that, you know, the freshness, the kind of herbal nature of it, the green notes. So anyway, it's a nice alternative. Other than that, I don't have much more to say about Acqua di Gio alternatives. If you have anything to say about these, you can leave your comments down in the comment section below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.